The Oregon Trail was a 2,170-mile-long wheel wagon route taken by American settlers in the 1800s. The trail took settlers from the city of Independence, Missouri, to the Willamette Valley in Oregon. It was a dangerous trail. Somewhere between 9,400 and 20,000 people lost their lives on the Oregon Trail. Naturally, this kind of thing makes for one of the most well-known educational video games ever made. Originally designed by Mech for the Apple IIe computer, the Oregon Trail had you make a party of settlers and travel from Independence to the Willamette Valley on the Oregon Trail just like those 19th century settlers, but from the comfort of your office or school computer lab, so the dangers and hang-ups on the way are simulated. Like an XCOM with the nameable soldiers, the real fun was naming the other settlers after your friends and giggling when one of them breaks a leg or dies of dysentery on the trail. Not quite as amusing as when they get melted by plasma rifles or zombified by chrysalids in XCOM, but still pretty funny. Now don't take that the wrong way. I genuinely care for others and would not want any harm done to people, especially people I actually like. With that in mind, the game I'll be playing is not the Oregon Trail. Well, technically it is, but it's not a game about 19th century settlers traveling to the western frontier by covered wagon. No, the game I'll be playing for October is called The Oregon Trail. This one is about a road trip in a station wagon from Washington, D.C. to a safe haven in Washington State during a zombie apocalypse. Aside from the change in setting, the game mostly plays like that old educational game from the Apple IIe that I remember. Alright, so let's begin. We'll start a new game. We're going to pick a campaign. Play on the normal difficulty. I'll explain the difficulties. The difficulty will determine the amount of supplies you scavenge at the start of your journey. Difficulty also affects enemy speed, landmark distance, and event occurrence rate. You're rewarded for choosing a higher difficulty with a score modifier. Now, we're going to play on normal, so it's not too easy and not too difficult, hence the normal difficulty. It says a second controller can be used for drop-in co-op during the most combat scenarios after your party joins you. Find more information in the files. We won't have to worry about that. They let you choose one of 4 little character models for your character. We'll stick to the default one. And we'll go ahead and play the intro. It says, you've played once before. Would you like to skip the intro sequence? Let's check out the intro. See? It'll let you practice the gunfire. All you gotta do is click on the zombie, pull it to yourself, let go, and you'll never miss. There we go. A bunch more zombies are showing up. Let's take a shot at them. It says I'm out of ammo. Luckily, this guy comes up and helps. It says, well then, it looks like I just saved your bacon. I reckon we stand a better chance out there if we stick together. My name is Clements. I used to be a priest. Not much use for those nowadays. What's your name, partner? And so I'll enter my name. Will be RCBlazer. There we go. And it says, the pleasure's all mine. Listen, even with the 2 of us, we won't survive very long. Everyone I trusted died a while back. Do you know anyone we can count on in a pinch? And now I do. I asked people to send in names that I could add to the party for this little road trip we're going to be going on. And I got 4 names exactly. So the first name was given to me by StabbyU2 on YouTube, who gave me just the name Stabby. The next name I got was JazzBug. This one was given to me by Dynamo on DeviantArt. The third name I got was from another person on Steam called Joker's Reign. He gave me the name Joker. And the last name came from my roommate, who gave me the name Ultron. There we go. Are these names correct? That is correct. There's a good chance if they're still alive, they will be at the shelter set up in D.C. If they have any sense, that is. We're gonna need a way to get around. I saw an old station wagon a few blocks back. Those things might not be very reliable, but you'd be surprised how roomy they are. Anyway, let's get moving. Now I get to follow Clements. We use the WASD to move, and you can take practice shots at the targets if you want. You can practice moving and shooting before getting in the car. We'll take a shot at one of the targets. Again, as long as you pull the shot from your target to yourself, you'll never miss. Alright, I think I've got just enough fuel and food for us to make it to DC in this baby. Let's hit the road. I'll drive. Alright. You'll see it's 135 miles to Washington, D.C. Say, Clements' broken arm. Yeah, it's kind of like the Oregon Trail, the educational game, only obviously done in the zombie apocalypse. Clements has dysentery. Almost to DC. Clements was bitten by a zombie. You'll see this green skull appears. That lets you know when one of your party members has been infected. You also see the station wagons out of fuel. And it says that we're out of fuel. And we make it to Washington, D.C., which, like in the Oregon Trail, you can see little scenes of all the places you go to. Although this taking place in a zombie apocalypse, it'll look more like, you know, horrible scenes of, like, zombies roaming around and people getting killed and all that kind of stuff. Just as the station wagon runs out of fuel, you coast into the city. You can hear a radio blaring in a nearby window. Repeat, all survivors who still remain in Washington, D.C., the government has declared a Class 3 biohazard in the area. They will be commencing a nuclear strike within a few short hours. Get out while you can. The city is lost. Looks like we have a time problem. I'll go look for your friends at the shelter. Meanwhile, you should go scavenging for supplies. I've heard about a place on that west coast that is supposed to be a safe haven from all this chaos. Let's meet back here and head out. Here, take my journal. I've written down everything I know about surviving on the road. It should help you decide what you think we may need on the trip. We can click and continue, and now we pick our supplies. Unlike in the Oregon Trail, where you choose basically a class of sorts, and then you buy items based on how much money you start with. You have 12 hours to gather. When I select something, you'll see I get 11 hours. So I got 8 fuel, grab 5 med kits, $50, 2 batteries, 125 pounds of food, 200 ammo, 2 tires, and 2 mufflers. And then we get 4 hours remaining to keep scavenging. I'm going to get a bit more fuel, a bit more ammo, a bit more money, and let's see. Because we'll need tires, mufflers, and batteries for replacing them in case they break down in the car. They're basically like the wagon wheels and the tires and such that you get in the Oregon Trail. Let's see. Get a bit more fuel. I think that'll be a good starting point. Because scavenging is how you get more food, but also you can find ammo, money, and other stuff on the road. And it says here, the friends join the party. Try to guess who's who. This is obviously me, based on the default model. I'm not sure whose corgi this is. But yeah, here's where we meet up with our friends. Great, everyone's here. There's just one more thing. Back there on the road, one of those things bit me. I'm already not feeling too well, and I can't stand the thought of becoming one of them. You're gonna have to put me down. Why don't you keep my journal? It may help you out there. Good luck. And now we gotta shoot Clements, so we'll take the shot. And it says RCBlazer, put down Clements. And now it's 270 miles to Pittsburg. We're gonna take Clements' station wagon. If I go to stats, you'll see we got 125 ounces of food. There's medium zombie activity. We got plenty of fuel. And we're on our way. So let's begin. We can see everybody's health here. It'll go down slowly as we do stuff. Spend some time cleaning guts out of the car. What did I shoot Clements while we were in the car? Let's see. You wait an hour while Joker vomits in the bushes. So we keep going. We find some wild fruit, which I think adds to our food amount. You see we don't have a lot of food, but It should get us to the first place. Stabby is now has dysentery. He'll be fine. Zombie activity is high. Grim scenery depresses everyone. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of stats, just your health and like your equipment and such. We're almost out of food, though. I probably should have scavenged. You find an abandoned car, but there was nothing to be scavenged. Yeah, abandoned cars can have like car upgrades and such on them, which are really good. You question the ability of some of your food. You toss it to be safe. And we're down to 16 ounces, so we don't have a lot of food, but we did make it to Pittsburg. And when you get to a landmark, you can buy, sell, do jobs and such. So let's see what we can buy. But we do need more food, that's much is for sure. Let's see, we can get $5 for 10 pounds of food. Let's see, we'll buy 30 pounds of food for now. Let's see, I'll buy some scrap. Buy 4. We got plenty of ammo, and I'll show you what we can use it for. Go to the auto shop real quick first and check out the upgrade. Looks like it's tires. Yeah, for $54 I can get rain tires, which will make it so that during rainstorms we don't get slowed down. But there could be better upgrades later, so we'll come to that when we get to it. Let's check out the jobs. There's a recovery and a recovery. You can see you get items for this. A crate fell out of the back of a car on the way to town. Can you go find it? This is for both missions. It says they're both dangerous. One pays out for $8 and the other pays 18 ammo. I'll show that off. You can choose a weapon. The rifle is your standard weapon, single shot, reload quickly. There's a shotgun, which is a spread shot and has a slow reload. And a pistol, 4 quick shots and longer reload. And apparently I have 399 ammo because I had to put 1 bullet into Clements at the start of the game. We'll take the rifle and then we run to the right. You'll see the zombies start coming. My goal is to get to the right and touch the crate at the end. So instead of sticking around to fight the zombies, you just mainly just want to shoot the ones that are in your way. The bigger zombies like this, they take 2 shots to bring down. I think the crawling torsos are a little faster. Maybe not. And yeah, you don't want any of them to touch you, because you'll take damage and fail the mission. This is also the same screen where you'll go scavenging, which is what replaces hunting. And I made it. Because I made it, I don't take any damage, and I've earned $8. We'll do it again to get the 18 bullets that this guy offers me. I'll bring the shotgun this time, just to show it off. You can see the music is appropriate for the fact that we're wandering around a nightmarish landscape full of zombies. I gotta be more careful with the shotgun because it has a slower reload, but it fires like a spread shot. Fire at this zombie, and you'll see I took out 2 of them. Take out the guys ahead of me there. I prefer the rifle, personally, but the shotgun and pistol are decent choices, too. And we made it. Earned 18 bullets, and there are no jobs listed. So once we're finished in an area, what we can do is I can go to my supplies. You'll see zombie activity is deadly. We might need more food. See, ammo is 408. If I want, I can go scavenging. You see, zombie activity is deadly, so it might be more dangerous to do that. I can set the ration rating. It's certainly set to medium. Don't have any combat training yet. Should I risk scavenging in the deadly zombie activity for more food? Let's chance it. I want to show this off anyway. You'll see up here, there's an item I can get. I think that's food. So let's go up and grab it. Lots of zombies that are going to show up because of the deadly zombie activity. You'll see that that showed up. Will I even be able to reach it? There's going to be a lot of zombies blocking it. Some scrap appeared. I've already used up all the bullets I earned from doing that, the jobs. Go grab the scrap metal. Keep a few zombies off me, and after the music plays, we'll be done. I got 115 pounds of food and 25 scrap from scavenging. So we still got deadly, deadly going on. We can rest a bit. I'll rest a couple of hours to hopefully get Stabby cured of the dysentery. You'll see it uses up food to rest, but we've cured Stabby of dysentery. Zombie activity has gone down by, not by a lot. I can talk to strangers. Did you know that if you stop to rest, you can usually overcome any sickness? Resting in a city usually makes you heal up a little faster. Yeah, we knew that. I just showed it off. Alright, let's see. We can probably move on. Let me check my car real quick. I'll show off the repair. We have 39 scrap. I'll use 4 of it, and we do this little mini game. You're gonna try to get the ball in the center as close as you can. I missed the first couple, but I got the other 2, and that repairs the car a little. Some time will pass. And once we're done in town, we can leave. It'll say you won't be able to return to town when you leave. I'm going to say yes. And like the rivers from the Oregon Trail, we must now cross a horde of zombies to continue on the road. The horde in front of you is currently large and appears to be alert. You have your choices here. Wait to see if they disperse, break out guns and clear through, attempt to sneak through, get information, hire mercenaries to escort you. We're going to break out the guns and clear a path. I think this will work. We made it. You successfully fought your way through the horde. Yeah, that can go badly, depending on how you make your choice there. There's actually an upgrade that I got in my test run when I ran through the game once to see if I could, that I actually got lucky, and the first upgrade I found was window chainsaws, which let that always succeed. And now it's 240 miles to the mall. We have to clean more guts out of the car. There we go, we've got a bit more food, and hopefully can make it. Stabby got shot with a stray bullet. It wasn't us, we're not shooting yet. Let's see, we see a tombstone by the side of the road. Do you want to stop and investigate? Sure, why not? I am this football. So pro suprinlo skins. Okay, I'm not sure I get it. But we did find a battery near the grave, so now we have 3. We'll continue on our way. We have med kits in case I need to heal Stabby more. Joker got a fever, but he should be fine. He'll lose a bit more health, but he'll be alright. You find some roadkill. It's probably safe to eat. Alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stop, and I'm gonna do a bit more scavenging now that zombie activity is low. There'll be fewer zombies to deal with, and look, there's already a sack of cash over here to come get. And yeah, every other member of the party is represented by a guy in a purple hoodie. So the guy in the hat with the white shirt, the tie, and the gun, that's me. So the life I'm risking in these scavenging portions is mine. So no worries to my party. Of course, if I die, that's the end of the road trip. Because who's gonna drive the car then? Can I make it before the scavenge runs out? Not quite. Didn't get any food, but I found $50 and 10 scrap. Let's try again. Bring the rifle. There's some food right off the bat. You don't have to shoot every zombie you see. Some will get caught on trees or other parts of the environment. Of course, once you have to get past them to get to the items you want to pick up. Money's always helpful because you can use it to buy more supplies once you get to stops. like towns and such. I want to get the money, then I'll go for the food over there. I gotta be careful on the edges, because zombies can come out there and get you. I'll just avoid them, since the scavenge is about to run out and I grabbed everything. 200 ounces of food and $100. I think that's good. Yeah. Check my car. Looks good. And we'll keep going. Once you go to the stats screen, you'll once again resume. Some of the food I got went bad, okay. But we made it to the mall, which has left to die written up here, and lots of zombies abound. And let's see what we can buy here. We can get more fuel if we need it. More scrap, food. Let's see, more bullets. I'm gonna buy more bullets, actually. I'll buy 40 more. Go down there, go to the combat trainer. Money scavenger. For $80, it'll teach me to find money more than anything else while scavenging. Interestingly enough, that's a skill I did grab on my test run, and it helps a lot, so we're gonna get it. And we'll show off the bandits run. We get 4 fuel for this one, but it's dangerous. I'll do that one after I do the recovery. This one's a normal difficulty. I'll take the pistol this time. It is a longer reload than the rifle, but you get 4 shots before you have to reload. I probably won't even have to take a shot unless there's a zombie in front of me. You can see I'm outrunning zombie 1 there. There's my first shot. Kind of excited to show off the bandit shootout, since that's probably one of the more challenging ones. You take on guys that shoot back at you. Shoot this zombie. There we go, didn't even have to reload the pistol. And I made it. 17 bucks. Now let's see if we get in that fuel from the bandits. They'll give me 20 bullets when you go on bandit missions, because these guys also aim at you. They're vulnerable when they come out of their windows, but I'm also vulnerable when I'm taking aim, because I have to come out of cover to take the shot. So like, I'll aim at a bandit. You see, I got that first guy. Now I gotta hide so I don't get hit. There we go. Again, take aim at your target, hold to yourself, and then let go of the mouse button to fire. There we go. I'm sure YouTube won't have any problem with the violence in this game, considering all the blood is purple. I missed that guy. There we go. Survived the attack. And got 4 more cans of fuel for it. Just use a quarter of a can every mile. So I completed all those jobs. Got the thing from the combat trainer. Let's check my supplies. I got plenty of fuel now. We got 45 scrap, 229 food, plenty of bullets, some money, some more tires and mufflers. I'm gonna actually go scavenging since there's low zombie activity. Show off my money scavenger skill. I mean, the last time I scavenged, I found a bunch of money too. But now that I have that skill, more money will spawn more often. You'll see some food spawning now. There's a can there, and there's a shopping bag full of food over here. I'll go get them. I think this roll of tape is scrap, which you can use to repair your car. I don't think any other items are going to spawn, so I can only have to shoot zombies that'll get too close to me. There we go. 120 food, $50, and 15 scrap. We'll go scavenging some more. Why not? Get some more money. Pretty sure that's a $5 bill, since that's how much you get when you pick those up. Ooh, a shopping cart. Those are worth a lot of food. I think it's worth it to shoot my way through these zombies to go get it. There's another $5 bill. I'll go get it. I know there's a way to farm for med kits, too. There we go. We can just wander around and wait for the scavenge to run out. Yeah, if you listen to the music, you can usually tell when the effect will run out. Yeah, the shopping cart was worth 250 ounces, and I found 10 bucks. Because I picked up the 2 $5 bills. So if I go to upgrades, you'll see I don't have any yet, but we can find or buy some later. Let's fix up the car a bit. I'll use 8 scrap this time. Now that we got plenty of it. There we go, I did much better that time. Got a B, and I repaired the car quite a bit. Yeah, party needs to rest a bit, so I'm gonna do that. Let's rest. We got plenty of food, so we'll rest for 4 hours. That should let Stabby's health recover. Like I said, I intend to take care of everybody as best I can. Even Ultron. Even though he's got technically the worst seat. Stabby's in much better condition now, but Joker still hasn't recovered from his fever. Alright, let's go to the town. Buy a bit more fuel, since we got plenty of money for it. There we go. Buy a bit more food. And I think that's good for now. Go ahead and leave. And now we're on our way to Indianapolis. Alright, I decided to stop the car and camp here, because I think this will be where we'll stop for now. In the next part, we'll continue on our way to Indianapolis, and hopefully we won't lose anybody on the way there. So, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.